Gentlemen, I've been in this business we call show for many years.
He's cutting a Ric Flair promo.
No. I'm going to finish my story by starting it first. In May, the 2nd of May, will be my 18th year doing this. I know the exact day I started. In these 18 years, I have had a lot of criticism leveled at me, as is normal with this job. People say, "No, you're this and you're that. You don't know how to play games." I have never been so surprised and frustrated and angry at the pish I have received in the past few days after sharing 1 minute and 18 seconds of footage from the upcoming video game Top Spin 2K25 set for release next month, I believe. I made a trip to Paris, which in itself was frustrating because I was up at 3:30 in the morning to fly to Paris to play the game, which as a apparent tennis know nothing, I enjoyed it.
A layman.
Exactly. Enjoyed it nevertheless. Took us to some cafe called Break, which is a clever play on words because obviously you've got breaks in tennis. I understand. having and there was like a tennis court there as well, and they said you can go and play tennis if you want. I'm like, look at me, mate. You're all right. Just put the controller in my hand, that'll be enough. The game was fine. I captured video. I said, "Oh, this will be good. The kids will love seeing some Top Spin in action a good month before it comes out. They'll love this. They'll be so appreciative. Not a bad word will be said." Got the late flight back home. Definitely didn't steal one of the 2K, the Top Spin 2K25 cushions that were littered around the venue. I absolutely am not sitting on it right now. They got back, put the footage up, and the deluge of tennis knobs that I then seemingly attracted. Apparently because my character was standing 3 feet forward than where they were supposed to be standing. Apparently in tennis, you're supposed to stand behind the baseline at all times.
Right.
Because that's how they do it. That's how they do it in real life.
But that's not the rules. Like, you can stand wherever you want.
You can stand whatever the hell you want. Like, and like I was playing on hard difficulty, right? I don't know about you, but whenever I'm capturing footage, I've always got this lingering thing in my head from that Cuphead shit, where the guy who clearly was at an event capturing footage and had someone like a
music was blaring. There was a PR person saying to him, "Okay,
there's
so
a PR person saying, okay, exactly." He clearly missed the bit in the tutorial which says you can do the jump dash, and therefore spent like 5 minutes trying to make a jump, which he couldn't do because he missed the tutorial about the dash,
right.
Which is totally understandable. And it just turned into the internet going wild, going, "Hey, games journalists can't play games, blah 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 blah." I was like, shush. So you always have that in the back of your mind while you're playing games.
You're doing a bad job, and everyone can see.
Like, exactly. So I'm like, I'm playing hard difficulty AI here, and it goes, by what I was told, it goes to another 3 or 4 levels. But the build we had was easy, normal, or hard. So I said, okay, we'll go hard. And I won like the match. The full match is on the VGC YouTube. Go and check it out. It's great. It's played exceptionally to a high standard. But then apparently in real tennis, you're supposed to stand behind the baseline because that gives you more time, a better angle on your shots, and you can angle your shots better, whatever. What people weren't realizing is that Top Spin's, this is just turning into a rant. I apologize. Top Spin's got this kind of new stroke mechanic, wink wink. Don't we all? As we get older, and it's different from the previous games in that as the ball comes to you, you hold a button down of your shot of choice, and then a gauge kind of fills up, kind of like an NBA 2K game. And then when it gets to the green bit, you let go. And every time you go to hit the ball, that moves at a different speed because it depends on your positioning and how hard the shot is and stuff. So when you've only been playing the game for 45 minutes, you've not mastered the timing yet. Of course you haven't, because it's going to take hours and hours and hours. So regardless of it, even if I stood at the back, I wasn't going to hit perfect shots all the time. So it wasn't going to like go to the extreme corners of the court. So I moved forward to try and get volleys and play lobs over and just try and make it interesting footage, because nobody wants to watch somebody just standing at the back the entire time. That's dull. But instead, all I got was that the tennis snobs came out, and like you can see it on my Twitter. It's just full of people saying you should have stood at why are you standing? Why are you standing in no man's land? Which apparently is a thing. I think it should be called No Women's Land, lads, because it was a female versus female match. So yeah, check your privilege. But it was, so I was just really annoyed because, like, I thought the footage was pretty good. Instead, all I got was all these dicks going, "Oh, you can't play this game at all. This is terrible. The game looks okay, but I'd like to see someone playing it right so that I can actually judge it." And then some people saying this game's terrible. You can win a game by playing it badly.
This spilled over into my life, where I was texted by someone who remained nameless saying, "Is there tennis discourse?" And I was like, "What are you talking about? Like, what is what?" And then they sent me the links to these tweets, and
it's because I went on a rant. I think if I hadn't went on a rant, it would have come and gone without. But you know what it's like. You ignore 99% of the shit you get on Twitter, but every now and one day, every so often you choose violence. And I just happened to be holding a tennis racket on the day that I chose violence, and not holding a topspin cushion. I decided to hold a racket instead. I just said no, and I went on this maybe over the top rant where I basically said, "Hey, tennis fans, you should maybe treat newcomers with a bit more respect." Because and I understand, but like, there's going to be loads of YouTubers who are new to tennis. This is the first topspin game in like 13 years. There's going to be a lot of kind of young generation, like kids who haven't had a good tennis game for it, other than like Mario tennis games, coming to this for the first time. And sure, maybe they don't watch tennis their entire life and they don't know you're supposed to stand behind the baseline, and they're going to get put off. They could get really into the game and like help like make it popular, or they could put up one video, get a load of abuse, and go, well, okay, I'll move on to something else. So they need to kind of cool it, or it's going to sink without a trace. But yeah, the game's good from what I've played of it, and there'll be a review next month with loads of footage of me standing right at the net, just to annoy everyone.
Do what I do, like when I make video reviews in the past for FIFA games, I would just make all the footage Celtic battering Rangers.
Oh, little man,
it's
unbelievable.
So and like the day itself was stressful. Like my taxi picked me up like 3 hours after everyone else, so like I was basically sitting in a wee front reception bit, and after, so basically when we turned up, all the kind of French press were there, and they had a session and they left, and we went in and had our session, which was like 2 or 3 hours. And then we all left, and everyone else got taxis because they were leaving earlier. My flight wasn't till late, so I had to stay there for 3 hours, during which time all the influencers came in. So they had their kind of session, and there was one guy who was like, I couldn't put a pinpoint where he was from. You know, when like European people speak English, they put on an American accent, and it's just slightly off American. One of those, because I'm here to play Topspin 2K25, and I've set myself a challenge. And the guy, so this guy came out with some poor guy, a cameraman guy, who reminded me of the guy in Ted Lasso who starts as the ball boy and then becomes more. I can't remember his name. This guy was like on the camera, kind of looking small and kind of nervous. This louder than life guy was like standing and bringing over the security guard for the event, saying, "Help me here, throw the tennis ball at me when I say I'm in Paris. You throw the ball." And the guy's just like, "Who the fuck are you, mate?" and it was so awkward because he went,
"I will do it for one cigarette."
It was amazing because I'm not exaggerating here. It took 15 to 20 takes to do this one bit because the guy had no idea what he was saying, and every time when this guy said Paris, the guy didn't throw the ball at him. He was supposed to say, "I'm here at Paris to play to set myself a challenge," and then catch a tennis ball and show it to the camera and say, "I'm here to play topspin." But every time it was like, "I'm here in Paris and I've set myself a challenge. When I say Paris, I need you to throw the ball." Okay. "I'm here in Paris and I've set myself a, when I say Paris, I need you to," and then like 10 times, and I'm sitting off camera like peeling my own face off, going, "Mate, I'm so
I'm
spending like time like angry at this guy, saying, 'Get out of this room so I can steal this cushion.'" Like, I needed in the empty room to put this cushion in my bag. But
I have a cushion-based heist to perform. I mean, they talk about the Rory Delap throw being something that changed football, possibly not for the better. This could be the new technique for, this could revitalise an ailing Andy Murray right now.
At the end of the day, I won the game. So tennis pros take note. It turns out if you take a few steps closer, you actually can do better.
Yeah. Is the game any good?
It's fine.
Yeah. Right. Next.
Look, the game looks good. It's got all the venues. It's got all the people in it. I don't know. They've only had like 10 characters in it so far, and like Raducanu's in it.
Federer.
McEnroe.
Have we got Federer?
Federer and Williams are the cover stars. McEnroe does voices a tutorial really badly.
Of course.
It's as if he's like never seen a microphone before. It's awful, but like it's fine.
Careful, I don't turn into the Incredible Hulk.
Steffi Graf's in it, and Andre Agassi, the power couple. And then some kind of modern ones. I don't really know modern tennis players. So
no, there's no stars from tennis anymore.
Which I think is why Federer and Williams are on the cover.
Yeah.
To be fair.
What's that mental anti-vaxxer guy allegedly?
Djokovic? It's not fair. Djokovic, he won't get involved.
He's not in it yet. I don't know. I don't know who's in it because apparently I was talking to the art director guy and he said that unlike a sports game where you just like hire the league and get everyone, with tennis it's like a athlete by athlete license, which is why you never get a tennis game that's got everyone in it.
Yeah, it costs £1 billion.
Yeah,
it's
the license
Cesaro or DLC.
Yeah, but you license like 4 or 5 big ones and then like fill it with shiters to make up the numbers, like guys who are like ranked 128th. And
I like that.
But so far from what I've seen, it's good. It looks nice. It's solid enough gameplay. I'll definitely play more of it. It's just I won't be sharing what I play of it online because I'll just get so angry.